We are back on 한국어천재 with the second word of the day. Before we go on, let's go back and look at the last one we just did, 독불장군, which is such an amazing word. It's the individual general of the army with no soldiers following them. I think we'd call them a Karen or maybe just a Konde in modern times. Or you could just call them Chambo. I think that's another way of expressing it. But let's go on to the second word of the day. 오늘의 두 번째 단어는 신문고입니다. The second word of the day is 신문고. 여러분은 국민신문고라는 제도 잘 알고 계신가요? 국민권익위원회는 국민신문고라는 이름의 사이트를 운영하는데요. 정부에 궁금한 점이 있거나 억울한 일이 생겼다고 생각하는 경우 글을 올려서 알릴 수 있는 곳이죠. 이 사이트는 이름에서 알 수 있듯 과거 신문고라는 제도에서 유래되었습니다. Do you know the system called the Citizens Bulletin Board or the 국민 신문고? The National Human Rights Commission of Korea operates a website by that name where you can go on, and if you have any questions for a government department or you feel that you've been treated unfairly, you can go and post it on this site. And the name originates from an older system known as the 신문고. So 신문고는 중국 송나라에서 처음 시작했던 제도인데요. 신문고라는 북을 백성이 두드리면 황제가 직접 억울한 사연을 접수하고 처리하도록 했던 제도죠. 서기 993년에 한 농민이 돼지를 잃어버렸다면서 신문고를 두드리자 송나라의 황제가 이를 듣고 직접 돼지 값을 물어주기도 했어요. 이런 사소한 일도 황제가 하면서 백성들은 굽어 살핀다는 거였죠. So the 신문고 actually started in China during the Song dynasty, where people could beat a drum called the 신문고 to let the emperor know about their grievances. The emperor would then personally deal with the issue. So, for example, in 993 AD, a farmer lost their pig and went and beat the drum. What happened? The emperor decided to go to the farmer and pay for the pig by himself. And when the emperor started taking care of the people respected the emperor even more. 조선에서는 이 제도를 들여와서 1401년부터 궁궐 밖에 이 신문고를 설치했는데요. 물론 아무나 두드리는 거 아니고요. 처음에 지방 관리가 사건의 판결을 내리고 그래도 억울하면 지금의 검찰과 같은 사현부에서 해결하도록 했는데 이 기관에서도 해결이 되지 않는 경우이거나 여전히 억울하다고 생각하면 마지막으로 신문고를 직접 울리도록 했답니다. So in Korea, this system was introduced in 1401 AD. And the Shinmungo drum was actually installed outside of the royal palace. Now, not anyone was able to beat the drum, but you could report your issue to the local magistrate, and if it wasn't resolved at that point, then the matter would be taken up by the equivalent of today's prosecutor's office. If the issue was still not resolved, then you could finally beat the Shinmungo drum and escalate your complaint. 신문고를 울릴 수 있도록 허락을 받기 전 총 5단계의 절차가 있었는데 이 절차가 매우 복잡해서 기간이 대략 1년에 걸렸다고 해요. 와, 그렇게까지 신문고를 울려야 하는 것이라면 정말 여간 억울한 일이 아니라는 거겠죠? 이전에는 그렇게 어렵게 접근했던 신문고지만 지금은 누구나 쉽게 접근이 가능하니 필요하신 분들이라면 사용해 보셔도 좋을 것 같습니다. So it used to be a very difficult process to beat the drum, and it went through 5 steps. And to get through that process, it would also take up to a year. So if someone had to go through all of that trouble, they must have had a pretty significant issue on their hands. So although the old 신문고 system was hard to access, now anyone can easily access it online. So if you need it, you might want to try it out. Now, before we go on and reveal the answer to our nonsense quiz, let's hear a song, Listen by Beyonce.